Alright guys, what's up? So I just made this video on my iPod and my iPod decided to die, so I'm gonna remake it on my phone. My name's Alex, I am 21 years old, I live in San Diego, California, and I've been on T for 6 months. No surgeries yet, but I'm happy with where I am right now. I'm a full-time barista slash busser, and I don't currently go to school. I don't know what will happen with that. I'm not really worried about it at the moment. I have a relationship. I have a girlfriend. We've been in a relationship for 3 years now. I'm very happy with her. Uh, it's been interesting to go through the transition together because it helps get a different perspective on things, you know? Having a girlfriend kind of helps you to realize things that you couldn't if you were alone. You always have somebody to be like calling you out on yourself, which is really nice, but also kind of frustrating at times, but whatever. Um, as far as being out, I'm out to everybody. I don't really consider myself stealth because both my jobs I worked at before my transition started, so everybody knows, and all my friends know, basically everybody knows. And I don't really think I would ever want that, but I don't know, I'm not there yet. Anyways, so this week's topic is what not to say or ask a trans guy. And I feel like this is something that occurs pretty much at least every day or sometime during your week. There's usually, for the people who know that we're trans, there's usually something that's asked or said that's like, what are you thinking? Sometimes people just don't know any better, and you have to educate them. And that's why we do these videos, so that people are educated and they can see from our point of view through our eyes. You know, not everybody knows what it's like to live in our shoes, and sometimes this is the best way we can get through to them. So, something for sure that really bothers me that people say at times is, you were so pretty before. Why would you want to change? So, you didn't like your boobs. Or, why didn't you just stay a lesbian? Those are things that make me angry because when I think about my past, I'm not necessarily ashamed of who I was because it's who I am. It's what led me to where I am today. But I don't think of that person as somebody pretty or somebody I was comfortable in. Like, I think of that person, that body, as something I was trapped inside, you know? Like, it's not as easy as people think of it, you know? And so to say something like, oh, you were so pretty before, you know, why couldn't you have just, like, been happy? It's like, if it were that easy, none of us would be here. Let me see. When it comes to dating, um, if I weren't in a relationship, or say that I am talking about my girlfriend and somebody isn't like familiar that I have a girlfriend or whatever, I get the question almost immediately once I say I have a girlfriend. The question is always, oh, so she's a lesbian, or oh, she likes girls, and it's like, well, I'm a guy, so she could like girls, yeah, she could be a lesbian, could be straight, could be pan, I don't know. Like, you don't need to know. I don't know. That's just something that really gets to me. Um, the other questions that get to me are, do you have a penis? Are you gonna get a penis? Um, why is it any of your business? These are all questions and comments that are made to me, like, frequently. And, you know, depending on who's saying it or how it's said, it doesn't always make me angry, but a lot of the time it does because it's usually not in a very professional or appropriate setting. It's usually like at work or in front of people that I don't really want those questions to be asked. Um, or I think, like, the whole, like, misuse of pronouns when it's like, I understand the whole like it takes time thing, but you know, when somebody looks the way that I do, I don't feel like I look female anymore. I feel like my voice doesn't sound female anymore. And you know, when I'm at work and people see me as male and they're referring to me as male, and then somebody comes along, like a coworker, and they're like, oh, she's gonna get that for you. And you're like, okay, cool. Actually, you're gonna get it yourself because I don't wanna help you now. It's just, it's a lot, you know. There's a lot of things that are frustrating when you're trans, and it really depends on the person, because there are certain things that bug certain friends of mine who are trans that don't really bug me, but you know, it could be the day, it could be your dysphoria, it could be so many different things, and it's like, you just have to be aware. You always have to be aware, especially if they're one of your close friends, or you're dating them, or they're your sibling, or your family member, or coworker. You know, like, you just have to understand that, like, no matter how far along they are in their transition, like, it's always going to be something that's sensitive. You know, we're born in the wrong body. You know, it's not like it's something that we chose. It's something that's we have to live with for the rest of our life. We have to wake up for the rest of our life knowing that, like, we were not born into the body we were supposed to be. So every single day is a fight for us. And to have questions or comments like that made, it makes the fight that much harder. And it's already hard enough, you know? So I just think, like, try to be aware to the best of your ability. Ask questions, but, you know, make sure that you're respectful. And if you think that something might be inappropriate, ask. You know, just be like, yo, if this is inappropriate or disrespectful in any way, like, let me know. You don't have to answer it. I've had people do that to me, and it's like, I respect you so much for that, because it's like, wow, you know, you're really thinking about me and thinking about where my boundaries are. And I feel like that's really nice, because that's not something a lot of people take into consideration with us. Sometimes I kind of just feel like a museum. Like, people just want to come and look at me and ask me questions and just, like, figure me out. And it's like, you don't even know me. We're not that close. I don't really want to talk about these things with you. But if you were a little more respectful, yeah, you know. I don't know. It's still pretty early in my transition for me, so all of these things are still fairly frustrating. And I do know that they will get better in time, but it doesn't mean that they'll be easy, you know. So that's it for my video. I'm your Sunday guy, so sorry it's so late. I've been at work all day, so I got home and I'm like, yo, I need to make this video for you guys to introduce me and kind of talk about our topic. Sorry, I'm kind of like running along and rambling. I'm kind of brain dead right now, but I'm super stoked to be a part of this channel, and I think everybody who made their videos this week had a really great opinion to put out there, and, you know, all different kinds of perspectives and ideas and just ways for people to open their eyes. So you guys have a good night, and I will see you next Sunday.